Hello and welcome to Is This Your Card? Today we're going to be looking at Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Claw is an absolutely amazing card. From almost every single perspective, Druid of the Claw has incredible value, incredible presence, and is extremely good for its cost. Druid of the Claw has incredible value, mainly in its taunt form. A 4/6 with taunt for 5 is better than the Fen Creeper, which is a 3/6 taunt, meaning that it's just straight up better than the Fen Creeper. It means it's actually just a much better card in whole. That extra 1 attack doesn't seem too useful, but considering you can play it on turn 5, a lot of the minions aren't going to have too much more than about 4-ish health, meaning that Druid of the Claw will not only take a lot of hits from the early game minions, it will also just straight up kill them on a trade, meaning that this minion almost always goes 2 for 1. Druid of the Claw's charge form is a lot less used because it is a 4/4 charge, but it is one of the most reliable charge minions in the game. Compared to the Kor'kron Commander, the Kor'kron Commander is a 4-cost 4/3 with charge. This is a 5-cost 4/4 with charge. That 1 extra health means it has that extra bit of permanence, and is one of the highest health charge minions in the entire game. The Druid of the Claw has amazing synergy with Druid of the Fang, which, costing about roughly the same, gives you a 7/7 if you have a beast on the board. Both forms of Druid of the Claw are beasts. Plus, considering the huge amount of permeance that Druid of the Claw's taunt form gives you, this means that you'll almost certainly get that 7/7 that you really wanted out of Druid of the Fang, which gives you amazing power even in the early game, giving you a phenomenally strong board and taunt presence. There is absolutely no denying that Druid of the Claw is one of the hands-down single greatest taunt cards in the entire game. Moreover, it's a Druid basic card, meaning that pretty much every Druid has access to it, which means it's incredibly good value for a class card. It's one of the few class cards that stand out above the rest as just being an amazingly good card. Not only that, but it responds to the Druid gimmick of choice, allowing you to choose between an instant 4 damage or that huge 4/6 body that's really stubborn and difficult to get rid of. Part of why the Druid ramp deck is so effective is because of the combination of the 2 cards of Druid of the Claw and the Ironbark Protectors, the 4/4 and the 8/8. This card is so very good. In fact, it should be in almost all decks that aren't solely based around a gimmick if you are a Druid. If you're a Druid and you're not running this card, I don't see why you wouldn't. It's incredibly easy to get, incredibly easy to use, incredibly good value, and it almost always gets value. In fact, because of its stat line and its health pool, it's incredibly difficult to remove in the early game, except with a straight-up fireball, and even that gives it great value. Druid of the Claw is an amazing card, and I'd recommend it in every Druid deck.